Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Michael Michelle, President and Queens Republican Commissioner. Commissioners, starting from my left, please introduce yourselves.
Good afternoon, Simon Shamoon, Kings Republican.
Michael Rendino, Bronx County.
Frederick Humane, Manhattan Republican.
Manhattan, Alan Shulkin, Manhattan Democrat.
John Flatteau, Kings County Democrat.
Senior staff.
Bianca Perez, Secretary, Bronx Democrat.
So apparently we have a new addition to senior staff.
I always do it.
Why
I squeeze it in the middle.
Michael Ryan, Executive Director.
John Sandell, Deputy Executive Director. Georgia Guzman, Operations Manager. Pamela Perkins, Administrative Manager.
Steve Richmond, General Counsel. Rafael Sino, Deputy General Counsel.
Steve Dankberg, Council for Commissioners.
Kenneth Moulton, Counsel for Commissioners.
Troy Johnson, COU.
Nina M. Crispino, Director of Personnel.
Amanda Baronato, Director of Payroll.
Matt Graves, candidate record
Kelly Vasquez, Director of Communications.
Okay, thank you. Does anybody want something added to the agenda?
C-level Bronx personnel.
Executive session for personnel
And there's going to be a litigation matter as well.
and litigation, and then there's C missing. Right?
Yeah, you want to tell us what C
Special
is again?
It's the date for the hearing for the 51st City Council District Special Election.
Start now. Okay, all right, let's start with the minutes. For the, everybody have an opportunity to read this July 7th meeting minutes? Everybody have a chance? Do we have a motion? There's a motion. Second, all in favor? Aye. All opposed? Carried. Michael J. Ryan.
Okay, so first up is actually something that requires commissioner action, which is designation of cover sheet review committees for week number 2, which is this week. How many days do we need, Mr. Richmond?
Thursday, July 16th at 3, and then next Tuesday following the Board Commissioners meeting.
Thursday.
I can do Tuesday.
Can't be
I haven't
Tuesday.
done
I
it
can
yet,
do
so I'll do
next
next
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Thursday, July 16th. And what?
Next
The
Tuesday.
16th to the 21st, Commissioner Shulkin volunteered for the 16th, Commissioners Perez and Shamoon volunteered for the 21st. We need a Republican for this Thursday. Nobody else hasn't done one yet.
Thursday is Vendino and
Shulkin
And then we
at 3 o'clock.
have Perez and Shimon next week. Commissioners, Perez and Shimon. Okay.
That was Flatteau and Rendine, right? For this Thursday?
Thursday? No,
Oh, we
Shulkin.
Okay. And that's it, right?
That's it, and hopefully next Tuesday should be the last cover sheet review committee.
Okay. We have item 2A is the report on the petition volumes filed by county. We have a report included in the commissioner's packet. There were a total of 110 petitions filed for New York County. 77 of those were, well, it's not 110.
It's 734.
It's 111. Right? 111, 77 and 34.
You got it.
Says 33 here.
Total Republican 33 on page 2.
Yes.
Mine says 34.
All right.
77 and 110.
So why don't you do it?
Right.
Cut it
It's
in
110.
Yes.
33 and a half.
So it's 77 Democrats and 33 Republicans.
Yeah.
We have the Bronx County. Bronx County has 391. 23 Democratic, 13 Republican, and the balance of 355 being the Conservative Party. They have a county committee reorganization year, and they file no more than 2 per page. So they don't do an omnibus in that way. They file no more than 2 county committee persons per page, hence the large number. We have Kings County has a total of 164, 41 Democratic, 19 Republican, 12 Conservative, and 2 working families. And Richmond County, 25.
Excuse me,
Sure.
King says total 163.
Did I misread it? I
No,
apologize.
there's different version.
That's,
164.
There's 43 Democrat, 100 Republican, and 16 Conservatives.
We have
Which one?
47.
Okay, ours says 47,
102.
the report we have.
Right. Which, time out. Which is the right one? The 163 or the 164? This one was generated at 7:10 at 1:03 p.m. Let me see. Maybe
And this is 12:33 p.m.
as of today. All right. So, unfortunately, a earlier version was included in my packet. As of today, hot off the presses at 12:33. Let's do this one more.
Yeah, that's the
One
we
more
have.
time with feeling. All right. That was a dry run, and we're gonna. This is the one that counts. All right. So we got through the practice run. 110 for New York County.
Right.
77 Democratic, 33 Republican. As of 12:33 and 12 seconds p.m. today. All right?
Yes.
We have the Bronx County, 390. 23 Democrats, 12 Republicans, and 355 Conservatives. Kings County, 163. 47 Democrats, 100 Republicans, 16 Conservatives. Queens County, 73. 40 Democrat, 19 Republicans, 12 Conservatives, and 2 working families. And last but not least, Richmond County, total of 25. We had 8 Democratic volumes, 10 Republican volumes, 5 Conservatives, and 2 Independents, for a total of 25. And the next part of it is, and I know the commissioners have been periodically getting updated ledgers, but the most up-to-date, which was run 7/14 at 12:33 p.m. and 6 seconds, is the objections ledger. And I don't know if any of the commissioners have any questions with respect to the objections ledger, but if they do, we have CRU staff is available to answer those questions. I mean, it's quite voluminous and usually pretty specific, so if there's any specific questions that are require an answer, they can either be answered now
I
or...
thought we had to ask the specific questions within 6 days after.
Commissioners get a reprieve.
And before midnight, right? And this report is after midnight.
Oh, sorry. Excuse me.
And one before midnight.
All right, so
Okay.
in any event, that's all good. The next thing, Mr. Richmond, since we now have, I know this was a particular moment of consternation for you, but now we have the proclamation issued by Mayor de Blasio, July 13th, 2015, with respect to the special election to fill the council vacancy. That will be on November 3rd, 2015, and it will be a nonpartisan special. Now, if there are other specific dates that you would like to add to the equation, Mr. Richmond, you're up.
Commissioners, the only date we need to use is to set the hearing on any objections that come into the petition. The last possible day to file specification will be Wednesday, August 5th. After speaking with the staff of the Staten Island office, they believe they'd be ready to go on Tuesday, August 11th. So I'm recommending it for Tuesday, August 11th at 1:30 PM preceding your regular meeting.
I move we have the hearing on Tuesday, August 11th at our regular meeting.
Okay.
I second the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed?
What time again?
I have a question for
Wait, one
Mr.
second.
I have a question for Mr. Richmond, if I may. I forget what the rules are for city council races, but would it have been possible to have the election on an earlier date than November?
No. Under the charter, if the vacancy occurred within 90 days of the date of the primary, but after the period to circulate petitions, it is scheduled to be held, the mayor directed by the charter to call a special on the general election day. If it happened after September 20th, the last day to fill under the election law for November, then they pick the first Tuesday in December. The charter is very specific here. The intent was, this is, Mr. Ryan said, a nonpartisan special election, but only for a one-year term. Next year, the seat will be up to the normal primary and general election process for party designations for an additional one-year term. So the seat actually will be contested at the next 3 general elections.
Do we know the order of the hearings, the call of the calendar for the 20th?
Which borough will be doing Tuesday?
Commissioners, that would be done next week after Monday is the last night to file specifications of objections. Normally we do it in the order that the borough with the most specs goes last and reverses it. We've also been advised that on Tuesday morning at 9:30 or 10 a.m., New York County and Kings County Supreme Court are doing their initial calendar calls. Bronx County will do theirs on Wednesday. So traditionally, we've tried to accommodate the attorneys as well, so that on Tuesday, like we would do the Bronx, since there's no one has to be up in the Bronx until Wednesday at 10 a.m. And given the number of petitions filed and probably the general objections, Staten Island is likely to go Tuesday as well. And depending what materializes in specs, Queens, we don't have a date yet in the court system as to the return date for the Queens proceedings. But we try to
Tuesday,
accommodate
you have Manhattan, Kings, and Staten Island?
Tuesday, Manhattan and Brooklyn are having court proceedings, so we would not do the hearings.
That's what I said.
No,
But didn't you say
we could
Staten
do the
Island?
afternoon.
Well, maybe in the afternoon, but Staten Island has not set a date yet for the hearings because they don't know if they're gonna have it, and Queens hasn't set. So Bronx, though, we do know is on Wednesday's court hearing, so we could schedule it anytime on Tuesday.
Republicans don't have any objections. No court cases, no nothing, since 1988. First time. Right?
That's right.
1988.
So the commissioners will be-
Commissioner Michelle the credit for bringing peace to Queens.
Yes,
Commissioners, we will have an outline of the number of specs actually filed by midnight Monday and a proposed order. If we can accommodate all the hearings on one day, we will try to do that.
Have you reached out to anybody in Queens?
I have a call into the acting clerk, chief clerk of the civil term. I have not had a call back
What's her
yet.
name?
I gotta go look, she's the deputy.
Tamara Kirch?
Tamara Kirch is the acting, is the first deputy and the acting deputy. She has not called back, put a call in yesterday. I got the Bronx call back today. And as I said, Staten Island is reviewing the situation, whether if they're even gonna need a date.
I'll send her an email.
Okay.
Yeah, if you could, thank you, Commissioner.
I have a question on the 51st. Why would it be necessary for there to be a regular cycle election for that seat in 2016?
Because the intent of the Charter Revision Commission was to not permit party leaders to pick candidates, but they did want to give party members the opportunity. So that in this case, if the vacancy occurred after 7 days before the last day to file designating petitions, which is different from what happened in Queens, then by election law, that normally would result in the appropriate party committee making the designation. The Charter Revision Commission didn't agree with that concept, and the voters agreed too. So the compromise they did is that for what will be in effect an 13-month term will be elected this year in a nonpartisan special election. The final year of the term, from January 1 of 2017 to December 31st of 17, will be elected following partisan primaries to select candidates and giving the voters a choice again. And then 2017 is the annual 4-year cycle for a full term.
And those years don't count towards the term limit.
Correct.
10 years.
It's the
If
same
it's a
person.
person.
And the other piece of it that Mr. Richmond kind of subtly indicated is that the individual that prevails in that contest is eligible for immediate seating post-election. So they don't have to wait until January 1st, they can do it as soon as the council will act after. So it's as soon as we certify the election.
Commissioner, that also applies to the Queen's vacancy as well, but that is going to be for 2 years and a month term, because there is the partisan process. And it also will apply to the special elections we hold for the Assembly, the 29th in Queens and the 46th in Brooklyn. Both there, upon our certification, it's up to the body if they wish to see.
Okay.
I just want to, can I just, I just want to wish our Bronx Commissioner, Michael Rendino, a happy birthday.
Yeah, wow. 29 holding?
And happy birthday to Commissioner Alan Shulkin.
Anybody in the audience have a birthday recently?
Mike never has a birthday.
Once a year.
I get one next year.
George's birthday is
I won't be
tomorrow.
around.
Tomorrow.
I get one next year, finally, after 4 years. Everybody tell them birthday.
You were born February 29th?
Yep.
Wow, only once every 4 years.
Yep. I'm gonna be 15 next year. See how far I got in 15 years?
It's a rough 15.
Oh. I used to have nice wavy hair until I came here.
Aside from the executive session, that's all we have, unless anybody has any questions.
Anything else?
Cover sheet will be immediately
Following the
executive
executives.
session in this room.
Right. Okay, thank you, everybody. We're going into executive session, which is here. After it's over, we will close the meeting, and then there will be cover sheet. Huh? No, you can't turn it.
I sent you the email. That's for personnel litigation.
Michael, report from the executive session?
Yes, report from executive session. There was one personnel matter that was decided upon. A Bronx employee, Milagros Herrera, was terminated effective immediately. And that was based on the committee recommendation after a hearing and decided unanimously by the commissioners. In addition, there has been a lawsuit filed in federal court. We are awaiting service. It's Lawrence E. Gilder against the Democratic Committee of Richmond County, wherein the Board of Elections is a named defendant, although a preliminary review of the papers done by the law department and our counsel indicates that there does not appear to be any culpability or any behavior on the part of the Board of Elections that would give rise to a cause of action. However, upon service, the commissioners have authorized a referral to the city law department to oppose and defend this litigation once we receive the paperwork. And that concludes the matters, except for setting the next meeting date, unless that was already done.
That was already done.
Okay.
21st.
Move to adjourn.
All in favor? All opposed?